Hi guys! Welcome back to Mick Mack Kitchen again with me, Christina and Travis here. Before we get started, I would like to wish everybody here a very happy and healthy, prosperous new year. Today I would like to teach you how to make beef rendang. Rendang is a very famous Indonesian meat dish. It's very spicy. It was crowned by CNN twice as the most delicious food in the world in 2011 and 2017 out of 50 different kinds of dishes. It is so famous that you will not only find that in Indonesia, but you can also find it in Singapore, in Malaysia, and a lot of places in the Netherlands. Today what I'm going to cook, beef rendang, but non-spicy and kid-friendly rendang. You know why? Because my friend, he's going to have a birthday and I was thinking to make him a rendang. He has 2 children and we also have 2 children, and our kids, they just don't like to eat spicy food. So I'm going to skip all the spicy ingredients, but don't worry, it's still very authentic, it's very delicious because it's my mom's recipe. So let's get through into the ingredients. Of course, you're gonna need some beef. I have 1.5 kilograms here. Some coconut milk. I have about 1 liter. I use a large onion that I have chopped. Originally, people use shallots, but I don't have shallots, so I'm just going to use a large onion. 5 cloves of garlic, some oil to fry later, lemongrass, 2 stalks. I have some kaffir lime leaves. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of cumin seeds, 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, and 5 cardamom pods. You will also need 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika powder, 1 tablespoon of galangal powder, half tablespoon of ginger powder, and half tablespoon of white ground pepper. I still have here brown sugar. I have about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna need some salt later, and then a little bit of nutmeg. First of all, I'm going to roast all of the seeds here. I have cumin seeds here. I have like 3 tablespoons, fennel seeds, 1 tablespoon, coriander seeds, 2 tablespoons, and some cardamom pods here. I'm just going to roast them until they're really fragrant, and then pound them with my pestle. Just keep stirring. Wait for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm using medium heat right now. So after 3 to 4 minutes, turn off the heat, and then we're going to grind them. I have a grinder here. If you don't have a grinder, you can also use your blender. Just going to grind them like this and wait until you get into the powder consistency. I'm going to put a little bit of salt into the grinder. It took me about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I got all this consistency that I want. It's very fine. And I'm going to put my garlic cloves inside, and so I'm going to pound them until they're really mixed together with all the dry ingredients. So 1 to 2 minutes later, they look like this. And I'm going to put the lemongrass stalks inside. I'm going to crush them a little bit. So it's done. So I'm going to cook my rendang with a big pot. You can also use a big skillet or a Dutch oven. I don't have a Dutch oven, I have a skillet, but I think it's more convenient and I think it's a lot easier if you use something like this because the wall is very high. And you have to think about it, you have a lot of coconut milk inside and you want to stir it occasionally and you don't want the coconut milk to spill out. I'm going to turn off my stove right now. Medium to high heat. So I'm going to put the oil inside. And then the onion that I chopped. All of it. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it's translucent. After 2 minutes, it looks like this. And I'm going to put the ingredients as I've pounded. Put all inside. Also cook together for about 1 minute. Then I put all the meat inside. In my opinion, I think with a little bit of fat, I think it would taste better. But today when I went to my butcher, they only have lean meat. And I think it's also fine. You can cook a lot of rendang and then you put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it in a freezer. And you can keep it for about 2 to 3 months. The reason why I fry my beef, I want it has a really nice outer part of the meat and it's very soft inside. If you have a pressure cooker, I think it's also a really good idea. I don't have one. The most important thing when you cook rendang is patience. You have to be really patient. You have to stir completely. Don't break the coconut milk later, otherwise it's going to curdle. I'm putting in right now my paprika powder and my galangal powder, ginger powder, and then the ground pepper. Keep stirring. You want all the meat pieces to get all these nice spices. Don't forget the nutmeg, just a little bit. I'm using high heat right now after 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to turn it to medium heat and then put all the coconut milk inside. Toss in the kaffir lime leaves and some brown sugar. You can also put palm sugar if you have palm sugar. It's really hard for me to get some palm sugar here. Normally I buy palm sugar and then I make syrup of that. Don't forget to stir it. You don't want your coconut milk to curdle or the bottom of your meat to get burned. And you're going to cook this until the coconut milk reduces by 1/4 or 1/5. Minutes later, this is how it looks like. It's boiling a little bit and you have to stir it, as I said before. After 2 hours, it looks like this. Three hours later, it's very thick right now. And you just need to turn off the heat and you can serve it. Now the most exciting part, that I'm going to try this. This is after about 3 hours. This recipe is a keeper. The meat is really soft, very tender, very juicy, and it's full of flavors. You can taste the creaminess, the nuttiness. You can also taste the cumin seeds inside, the coriander seeds. I normally don't really brag about my food or what I cooked, but you gotta try this. This is the best, actually. Go to mickmackkitchen.com for this recipe or other recipes. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and see you in the next episode. Bye! Don't forget to share and like my videos.